Hi guys, so what I wanted to quickly try and do is a plan with me. I've not done one before, so I might end up speeding you up depending on how bored I think you might be getting, because I'm quite a slow planner. What I'm going to do is the week of the 4th of April in the horizontal planner from Erin, and I'm going to use a spring rainbow kit from EllieBEth Designs. This was a bit of a sampler sheet that she gave out to some of her design team to try and help her figure out different layouts of the kind of weekly kits that she offers. So there's been a bit of a reformat, so if you like this kit, it will be available in our shop quite soon, but it might not be in exactly the same layout, so it's just to let you know if it's a bit different, that might be why. So now with Rachel's kit you get 2 sheets with weekend banners, which I personally find great because I'm not a no white space type of planner. So sometimes I get quite a lot left over, but I don't always have a matching banner, so to have the 2 is brilliant. So with this sheet, or this kit, sorry, what you actually get is a sheet with some, where are they? Washi strips. Now, as you can probably see, these are designed for the vertical planner because you get the long bottom, or the long one that which you would put across the right hand page, and then the 2 shorter ones. What I've just done first is to stick on the shortest one here along the top of the bar, just so that you guys can see it. It's actually really good fit for the top of this planner here, and then I've just cut that one down a little bit, and I'm going to use it for the other side. Now I'm not a very straight sticker, so if it doesn't go on perfectly straight away, I'm going to have to change it a few times. So that's gone on, and then all I did was use my craft knife and ruler, which I can't find, and I basically then just kind of cut this piece off. I'm going to do this one in a straight line, or straight enough as I can without a ruler. I'm going to tidy that up in a bit. Oh, I clearly didn't cut that very well at all, did I? Right, so I'm going to tidy that up in a bit with a little bit of extra washi and some stickers at the end. So it's just so that you can see that these are a perfect fit that will go along the top of your bars. And then when I'm planning, what I generally do is always start with full boxes in those ones. So you also get the kit with the full boxes on. Oh, excellent, there's my ruler. So what I did is showed you in a previous video is already cut these down to size, because they are kind of sized for the vertical. Rachel, what she's done now is put little marks on here so that you don't even have to get a ruler other than to know that your line is straight. So that's a really fab addition for horizontal planners, because it just means that you still have to cut the sheet because they are kind of vertical size, which are longer, but it just means that you don't have to measure them anymore. Well, I'm saying anymore, if you don't already it doesn't really matter, but I think a lot of kind of shops, people just kind of say, oh well, why don't you do both vertical and horizontal, but it can become a bit of a stock nightmare if you're trying to be a ready to ship shop like EllieBEth Designs is, because it just means that you have to try and fit one of everything or a few of everything so that you can match everybody's orders up. But having them available so that you can just cut them to size, I think is an absolutely brilliant idea. So thumbs up, Rachel, for that one. So I'll quickly just put the full boxes down, just because that's kind of a habit that I've got every week. I'm going to try something different because Rachel actually added these on. So now that she offers kind of the weekly habit boxes as well, which is included in this set. So I'm going to use that one down here, which is actually a little bit too long because it's made for the vertical sidebar, but I'm going to pop mine down so it's on the end of the page, which doesn't really bother me because I generally put washi down there anyway. And then I'm going to just put a shorter box in on Sunday because I don't really plan to have a lot of plans on Sunday, so having that slightly shorter box for me is fine. If that would bug you, because I know that it would for some people, I'm sure that there is a way that you can adapt it, but for me, I've never used the habit stickers before. I've seen them really popular. I don't know what I'm actually going to habit in the stickers, but yeah, I'm sure I'll find something in there. So that's all done. And then what I do with these ones is I like to have a matching header for every day that I use a full box. And I'm going to use, this is from the washi pack or the washi strip sheet, and I have my planner set up in a similar type of way every week, so that I have a university section on the left, and then my to-do section in the middle, and then I guess I'm not a littles person, but this is where people put like TV or appointments and things like that, so I put them in there. But I always like to have matching headers, so sometimes when you get the horizontal kits, it bugs me when I don't have them. I've had to improvise with bits of washi and things before, so I'm just using these half boxes, and then I put on, so that's the remainder of the vertical box, and just being able to have, whether or not you want to write anything in it, I don't know, it's just something that I've always done since I've used this type of adaptation, because when I first got the horizontal planner I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I didn't know where things went, because my first Erin condren, like well most of the people's, was a vertical one. I'm trying to work out which one matches this. Yeah, it was a vertical one, so, but I'd always use Filofaxes, so it was a bit like going back to normal having this layout for me, but I just wasn't sure where I wanted to put things. But I guess it's the same with everything. The more that you use it, the more you do get really familiar with what you want to do. So then I've got my uni section. I'm going to leave Friday off because it's Friday and I want to have it off. So I'm going to totally leave this kit out because I don't think I'm going to use these boxes. So if I leave that weekend banner on the sheet altogether, it just means that I've got a whole weekly kit, so you wouldn't necessarily have to get any additional things unless you're a total no white space planner, because you've got little bullet points, your banner and things, and teeny tiny little stickers here. So I'm going to use this functional sheet instead and use this weekend banner. Depending on what kit I use from which shop, I sometimes put them in different places. Rachel's and, well, the ones from EllieBEth I like to put this way just because it breaks up the day quite a bit. Right, and then there are header sheets. So I'm going to put the to-do, I don't always use to-do labels, but I think that I'm going to in this one just because there's quite a lot of different colours. So if I match it up with the end of that washi box, and then at least it's going to be straight, so I know I need to tidy that bit up, but then if I just place my ruler down, which is something I generally do, it just makes it a bit easier to stick them in the right place. As you can see, I'm really not a tidy planner. I'm not very straight, can't stick them straight. That's terrible. Yeah, so what I also recently did get in the post as well, that I'm really excited to start using, is this. I got my aqua moulding, which I have been waiting absolutely ages to find, but I've just been really busy and haven't had a chance to play with it yet. So when I do, I'm going to pop some things up, and a comparison maybe with my purple one. So that's my to-dos. I don't put to-dos on weekends generally unless there's something really big on, because I don't like to do things. But I always have in every one of my spreads this section in my notes specifically for like university things, because I find if I try and put everything on one day, I don't do it. If I don't put it on at all, I don't do it. So it's been working out really well. And what I do is use either headers if I've got them, or scallop boxes, which I'm going to use in this week. I stick it over the notes because I don't need that there. And I always have a to read, to learn and to write section. And when I've got my deluxe notebook that I use for university, I work out what I need to do in the whole month, and I put it on, because that's got the same as the planners have. It's got the page before your month, so I work out what I want to do on them, and then when I have, I stick them in. So I work out what I need to do for the month, and then I break it down every week, just so that I've got something that I'm doing every week, so that you don't find at the end of the month you think, oh, I haven't done that or whatever, because that would really, really bug me. And what I'm quickly just going to grab is some of my functional stickers, because I totally forgot to get them out before I clicked record on here. So I use surgery stickers generally every week. Some of the study time from the news pots, household ones. I'm going to grab some other things. Whether or not I use them, I'm not too sure, but because I realised I was just totally unprepared there, I thought I'd just best grab them. So when I'm focusing on this section, what I use is mainly these, because I don't know any other shop that does specific surgery stickers, which I really like, and I just love the kind of hand-drawn ones. So like I say, every week is generally a similar type of layout, so I've got to read, to write and to learn in nearly every one of them. So to read, to write, put a little pencil. And it makes it a lot easier for me to kind of break things up, like I said. So instead of using little washi strips as dividers, I pop a few little stickers down, just so that it breaks up the sections. And then at least I know what I'm doing. The pen that I use to write on these glossy stickers is a Kikki gel pen. Just because it writes really well and it doesn't smudge or smear. People do use the Papermate Flare. I just prefer the way that this writes on glossy stickers, so that's what I do. Sunday we're going to go to the football. I'm not a huge football fan, but I got free tickets for my old job when I left, so I'm going to go. I'm just going to mark that on with the last of the scallop boxes for here. Yeah, I'll put it... Oh, sticker on sticker action. Terrible. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. What icon? With a little asterisk. Yeah, sometimes I put dividers in, depending on what layout they are. Sometimes I don't. I've used the checklists as dividers before. For this one, I'm really liking the bright colours, so I think if I put too many on, it's going to really get quite intense. But I've just noticed that these have got teeny tiny washi on, and I think I've said in previous videos, anything that's teeny and tiny I'm a big fan of. It's not quite big enough for there. Where can I use it for? I'm going to pop it along here just so that it separates out the weekend a little bit more. I'll move that. See, this is what happens when you don't plan. Basically, I stick things on, and as I'm going, I just kind of think, oh, I didn't use that, or I put it in the wrong place, or it's not very straight, which is the most common thing. So I'll just put on there to try and take away some of the orange or the yellow. You probably noticed in a few posts I've put in other places, I hate this yellow. So when Rachel kind of sent this out, I was like, yes, definitely using that. Right. in this weekly kit there aren't any like laundry or those ones. So what I'm going to do is use, it was a January, February and March kit. I'm going to use, oops, sorry Rachel, I'm going to use the January ones just because I think the colours tie in really well. So Sunday we generally do washing, and I'll probably catch up during the week. There's only the two of us in the house, so if I put it Sunday and Wednesday, and I'm just going to pop my uni banner on. I know these are never straight, but never mind. I'm not going to fill them in because I've actually now got a week holiday from university, so I don't have like lecture times. So I've generally just put things that I'm doing or like lecture times, but I don't need to do that because I'm off. So I'll just stick some more little surgery stickers on because I'm actually preparing for my placement now, which starts on the 11th. So if I pop these on, they kind of act as a little bit of a divider, I guess. And every time I order from the news pods, I do order these because I use them loads, and I don't know anybody else that does these specific ones. So what I really need to do is get a grip of some of my what's it called, like essays and things, because I've been so busy with like different jobs and whatever. I've kind of thought, oh, I'm going to leave it. So what I'm actually going to do is put on every day next week while I'm off something that I need to write towards an essay. And then I really feel like I'm going to get back on top of things a lot more now, because it used to be a case where I would like finish placement or finish uni at, I don't know, anywhere between 3 and 6 o'clock, go to work 5 till 10 or 6 till 11 or whatever, and it was just getting ridiculous. So yeah, so far I've got these kind of left. What I could do, because I actually restarted Slimming World last week, I rejoined a week on Wednesday, is put some meal plannings down, because one of my goals was to actually like plan my meals in advance, because I've been terrible. I started a couple of weeks ago, well no, probably before that even, I guess, maybe it's like July, not July Sophie, January. Yeah, in July, and I was terrible. I didn't go back. So I thought, no, now I've got more time, I can plan things, so I'm going to put my meal stickers down, and then, as we all know, if it goes in the planner, it happens every week, right? Maybe not, but I guess that's now why we've got cancelled and rescheduled stickers that match. I'm going to leave them off Saturday and Sunday because I'm just going to. I don't need them on. But we get cancelled, rescheduled stickers anyway. What else do I have specifically? Oh, work. I've got a work shift on Tuesday night. Have I got any from this one? I'm going to try and use as many from each kind of page as I can, so that when it comes to picking this sheet up again, I've got a whole nother sheet of functionals if I can. It really just go to show like how much you do actually get from these kits. I know if you like a no white space type of planner, you probably would get less than I do. So put that on there. And because I don't really do my to-dos a lot in advance, that's pretty much all that I need to add, as much as I can see. Saturday and Sunday I fill up as I'm going. This I'm going to work out what I'm actually going to track for the week, because like I said, I'm joining Slimming World. I might have my total sins in here, or yeah, like exercise or something like that, but there's also this, so I might add this on here as well. No, I don't like that there. Where else could I put this? No, I'm going to leave that off and maybe add that on to a different week. Yeah, but that's generally kind of a layout that I would use. It's got a little bit of decoration, my space for uni, my to-dos. I'm going to pop in my meal plans when I've done them. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of just add things in as I go. So out of a whole weekly kit, I've got loads left. Shopping trolleys, televisions, some more of those, but because I didn't have my uni section, I didn't need them. Washi strips still, full boxes of checklists and another weekend banner. Some more little checklists. I really like these little heart ones, and a quote sticker, which I haven't been able to work in yet, but I'm probably going to maybe stick it on Saturday or Sunday. That would be nice. And then the rest of those. So I've got a whole other bit of headers, which is great. So that's what I've used. Yeah, sorry it's been a bit rambly. It's the first kind of plan with me that I've done, but next week I'm going to plan in advance because my birthday is this week and it always rains. I'm not sure what my birthday plans are yet, so I'm going to leave it for there. I'll leave it there for now. If you've got any questions about how I use my layout, I do post them on Instagram, but I'll try and do another one and get a little bit better at these. But yeah, that's everything for now.